بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
America, like any great nation, has a lot of contradictions. We have a lot of paradoxes in our culture, but essentially there are certain principles in the American tradition that resonate well with Islam. So this idea of an America that is truly a place for all these different peoples to be and to live together, that I think is one of the most important principles that Islam is trying to teach people. It's very clear in the Quran that not everybody's going to become Muslim. And it's very clear in the Quran that that is not the intention of God. I really believe that Muslims can help America realize this ideal that a lot of Americans have in their hearts but have not really lived up to it fully.
Zaytuna is a unique institution emerging out of our current Muslim community with the idea or the notions of being an extension of the long historical process of Islam finding its roots in every land that it went.
Islam has never become rooted in a land until that land began producing its own Muslim scholars. There are several million Muslims in the United States and rapidly growing Muslim populations in Canada, Great Britain, and Western Europe. Yet, there are no accredited academic institutions in America capable of training students in the varied sciences of Islam, while also instilling in them a sophisticated understanding of the intellectual history and culture of the West. In this crisis lies the opportunity for a new kind of college in America, a college, Zaytuna College, that is committed to demonstrating through practice, teaching, and the free exchange of ideas, Islam's critical role in the modern world.
One thing I would say to young Muslims here is that in the United States, you have the golden opportunity not only to strengthen your Islamic identity, but you will also develop a very strong intellectual foundation by mastering the Western intellectual tradition.
Siddiq Abdullah is one young Muslim who saw the opportunity and saw that Zaytuna was the institution where he could find an Islam conversant with his American context. He traveled to the Muslim world to study, but couldn't connect the dots back to America.
A lot of students really attain a very high level by going overseas, but in many instances, they actually become an extension of those cultures, societies, and those institutions. And when they come back here, they literally can't relate to people here.
Today, Siddiq is a Zaytuna graduate and a Zaytuna success story. As a teacher at a thriving Muslim school in the San Francisco Bay Area, he's strengthening one American Muslim institution with what he's learned from another American Muslim institution.
The mercy or the grace of Allah, which is extended to believers and non-believers alike. My goal is to further my Islamic education, but also to enable myself to be a more effective teacher. And one of the things that we're learning from the teachers at Zaytuna is how to effectively translate the tradition of Islam into our context today.
It is to teach the two texts, the text and the context, that Zaytuna College has been established as an innovative institution of higher education that blends the best of traditional Islamic scholarship with the best of American academic rigor. Its mission is bold and timely: to educate and prepare morally committed, professional, intellectual, and spiritual leaders who are grounded in the Islamic scholarly tradition and conversant with the cultural currents and critical ideas shaping modern society.
Islam, historically, it has been rooted in the East, but we find ourselves now in the West. So Zaytuna is a tree that's been planted here in the West, but its roots are in the East. And I think that situates us very nicely to be a bridge between the East and West.
One of my favorite sayings of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ is, whoever hasn't thanked people has not thanked God. That serving humanity is the way in which we serve God. And serving humanity through knowledge, becoming more literate, becoming more educated. And so for me, that's really something that we want to see flourish here, is a restoration of the centrality of knowledge in Islam, because I feel like it's been lost. I don't feel that Muslims have that anymore.
Zaytuna College has developed a unique bachelor's degree program that emphasizes key foundational texts, a solid command of the Arabic language, a familiarity with the most important Islamic sciences, and a firm grounding in the humanities and the social sciences. A committee of leading Islamic studies professors from universities across the world participated in crafting the college's educational offerings, which will also fulfill the requirements established by the most rigorous accrediting bodies of American higher education. And this fall, Zaytuna College plans to make history by welcoming an extraordinary group of students for its inaugural freshman class.
What we'd like to do is have the panelists touching on this topic of why a Muslim college and why now.
There's always a certain time when something becomes obvious. We did masjids when we needed masjids. So if we want our children to not only major in Islamic theology and law, but to do pre-med, to do pre-law, to do English literature, to do everything that a full-range university would have, then we need to begin that process now.
What I would say is, this is kind of a no-brainer, in my opinion, right? We're Muslims. We're nerds. We are heroes or scholars. We invented the university. Qayrawayne, Azhar, oldest continuously operating universities in the world. We create centers of knowledge. We're also Americans. What do Americans do? We build universities, the best universities in the world. So I think it's time to make, bring these two into one institution. I think for this community is just a no-brainer, in my opinion.
The task of building America's first accredited Muslim college is enormous, and Zaytuna will not be able to meet the challenge alone.
I think that the work of Zaytuna is absolutely essential. The challenge is when you take something like Zaytuna and what it is seeking to do, unless the American Muslim community gets behind it, it's going to go nowhere. And unless the American Muslim community does it, who's going to do it? Are they going to wait for non-Muslims to do it?
Already, the idea of Zaytuna College has attracted the attention of the international community, including stories on the front pages of the New York Times, the Chronicle of Higher Education, and USA Today. Sheikh Abdullah bin Baya, one of contemporary Islam's most influential jurists, has written extensively on issues facing Muslim communities living in the West and sees the college as a key factor in the future of Islam in America. While the Grand Mufti of Egypt, Sheikh al-Goma, has lauded the initiative and has offered Zaytuna the endorsement of the prestigious Al-Azhar University in Cairo. Dr. Ingrid Mattson, the president of the Islamic Society of North America, says, Zaytuna has played a key role in helping the Muslim American community rediscover much of the beauty and wisdom of traditional Islam. And Dr. Tim Winter of Cambridge University says, Zaytuna offers America's leading program in traditional Islamic studies. Zaytuna College is an idea whose time has come. It is an idea that draws its inspiration from Islam's earliest revelation. And it is an idea that hinges on the time-tested notion that a little light today can illuminate the journey of tomorrow.
So we just want to create some good men and good women also who will do something positive. And I think if we can do that, we'll win. Because truth is more powerful. The only thing necessary for a dark room is for no one to turn on the lights. And it doesn't take a very big light to make things visible in that room, so you're not tripping over things. Sometimes the smallest light can dispel the greatest darkness.